Hi there, I am Liz. I am a QHHT practitioner, and I wanted to share with you a clip from a parallel life that one of my clients visited recently that has information about a planet that is like Mars. And what happened to that planet, there's a story behind what happened to that planet, what happened to the species on that planet, and what she was doing there. It also gives us some information regarding the galaxy as a whole and the other worlds that are part of the galaxy, and what that planet needs from the rest of the galaxy in order to restore itself. So I thought this was some really interesting information, and I received permission to go ahead and pull out the clip of this and share it with you guys. So I hope you really like it. If you are interested in a QHHT session, we facilitate them here at Center Me and would be happy to connect with you, as QHHT is not only extremely interesting but deeply healing. Enjoy.
This isn't a place I live. This is a place that I'm exploring.
Are you still in the desert?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What are you exploring there? Do you know?
I'm exploring it just to explore it.
Have you been here before?
I have.
Okay. And what have you found about this place during your explorations?
Oh, this is very quiet. It seems like it's a place that my relatives came from. There's a power to this planet that is still you're able to access.
You can access power in this place?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me more.
Well, you connect to the consciousness of it, and then it comes up through your feet.
Is that what you're doing right now?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. It's almost like connecting to the past through the energy of the planet. It's almost like I do this on a regular basis. Like not every day.
So you're connecting to the energy.
Mm-hmm.
Is there information from the past?
There's lots of information. So there used to be a civilization there. My people were there. There's a war there. It was like a cosmic war. There was a war fought over resources. And the people went inside the planet. And they changed forms. But it was like our planet now, a long time ago.
What forms did they change to?
They got smaller.
Smaller.
Mm-hmm. And more like what you would say the Greys look like. Does that make sense? Their heads were bigger than the rest of their bodies.
Oh, I see.
Mm-hmm. They didn't need all of the clothing and stuff, as they were able to, how do you say, just form the temperature the way they wanted to. Hmm?
So are they living inside the planet right now?
There are some still there, yes.
Some still inside.
Mm-hmm.
But on the surface of the planet, are there any living beings there?
There are no living beings on the planet, on the surface. But they could take excursions out. But they don't really need to. Because they can see the outside of the planet from within the planet as well. They can use their consciousness to know and feel and be in a place telepathically. So, like, they wouldn't take their physical bodies out there. They wouldn't need to.
Okay.
And they travel quite often to other planets as well. They don't have to use big instrumentation. They use their bodies and their consciousness to travel. And they know that we're visiting. But they're not interfering. So this planet used to be very lush. So if I were to give you a picture, it would be like if you see like the dinosaur vegetation pictures, Jurassic Park.
Yes.
It's kind of like that. It was everything was big and lush. Everything was green.
Interesting. And so you're visiting this planet at this time.
Yeah.
Do you know what kind of data you're collecting or what the purpose is?
It's almost like when I go there, I'm feeling the sensation all through my body right now. There's allowing me to feel. It's like an energy frequency upgrade. It's a reconnection with the planetary elements, the consciousness of the planet. It was very muscular. It was a very strong planet. Like strength, like vitality. There were different races that wanted that energy. Does that make sense?
Yeah, is that the resource they came for?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, there were other resources as well, but the energetic was what maybe the galactic beings, we would call them, were fighting over. And the position that it had in the galaxy as well. The placement.
So what happened with that fight? Like, what was the result of it?
It was very catastrophic. I feel there was like what we would consider energy in the form of like nuclear energy that was lasered, that created a lot of devastation for the vegetation on the planet and it got off balance.
I see.
And everything lost vitality. But the beings, that went inside were able to hold some of that vitality. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So they were able to like store it up to recreate a civilization. But it was more like they used their imagination to create what we would consider simulation environments. So like a simulated environment. So they were able to take the energy and the memories and create simulated spaces. But it didn't require as much space, do you see? Because in the simulation, everything is right there in front of you. Do you understand this?
So they created a simulation
of what they had lost.
Okay. Is that simulation inside of the planet where they live?
It's not in the created space. The space is not. It doesn't have to be big. Because they're. I say this. They're collectively creating a simulated environment.
Would you say the density would be more like a holographic?
Yeah, a
experience?
Simulated holographic. Yeah. It's like if you put on one of those things, machines, and you could see all that. So collectively, the ones that went down did that intentionally because someday they will recreate it again. Does that make sense?
Yes, I was going to ask about that.
On the surface, yeah.
They'll be able to restore vitality.
Yeah.
Okay.
And this allows them to hold the energetic memory in place. So everything is still in place, but collectively they have to hold that together.
So they've created a simulation through their minds, through their consciousness,
Mm-hmm.
to eventually appear on a more dense, on the surface in a more dense form. I see.
Yeah.
So you're seeing all of this and you're visiting Mars.
Yeah.
So do you play a part in this?
I do. So my dress is like Indian. Like a Pueblo Indian. Does that make sense?
Yes.
This looks like that. So yes, I am connecting to that energy, and partly I'm doing that because it's in my DNA, and partly because of the role that I play in this culture that I'm in.
What's in your DNA?
It is this memory of the planet that allows me to travel.
And what is your role?
I connect.
Okay.
It's like being part of a circuitry.
You're a connector.
Yeah, I connect.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So you mentioned that they're going to restore vitality back to this planet. Do you have access to what that process looks like, or what they're waiting for, or what they're doing right now to?
Yes,
to
it has to. The consciousness of the entire galactic galaxy, the Milky Way that we're in, has to raise to a certain vibration. So there's no particular point, as we would call linear time and space. It will just happen. There will be it's like when your alarm goes off when you wake up in the morning.
Yes.
It will be like everyone will know when it's hit a certain time that it's time. And not only will they know, but my tribe will know as well. Because we will be in ceremony. We will do a ceremony to assist.
I see. So it's like taking the holographic reality, a virtual reality, and creating density. So will it just kind of happen overnight? You wake up and it's there.
Yeah, it's not just overnight. It's instantaneously created. Yeah, because people will be able to see it. It will. You see, it's already there. Do you see?
Mm-hmm.
As in everything. So when, like, there's a story that you tell about the Native Americans not being able to see the pilgrim ship until the shaman could see it and show them that was there. It was just a shimmer. Do you see?
Yes.
Because time is what we consider not linear. It's all happening at once. So it's like the consciousness just evolves. Not evolves. Melts into it. It's kind of hard for us to understand that because we're still in third to fourth dimensional time paradigms. But we're talking about a galactic event that happens simultaneously.
Interesting. So this galactic event, is it kind of like a climax? Or are we energetically?
As I'm telling you this, I can feel the energy. So it's like some, what we call medicine people, shamans, will feel the energy of it.
Okay.
And they'll know how to activate to do what they need to do on the other worlds that are supporting. It's not just Earth.
How many more worlds in the galaxy are part of this? Are you able to share that information?
27.
27 other worlds. So we're all in this process together. Wonderful. Wonderful. So as you're visiting and as you're doing your connecting process.
Yeah, it's almost like a meditative thing, and I'm all alone, but I'm not afraid. There's really nothing to be afraid of.
Wonderful. Is there anything else you'd like to share about this particular experience?
It was really nice to be able to come back.
Do you know where you came from?
I am a part of a tribe. In the Western United States. It's in the Four Corners area.
Okay. And do you access this experience in Mars through astral travel, or what form of technology do you use?
It is astral projection, yes. So the Four Corners area is a galactic vortex. So if you go there, even now, you could feel the energy if you're on certain areas. But there is a portal there that you can move through. But in the years to come, it will become even stronger.
I see. So you're visiting from planet Earth.
Mm-hmm.
Wonderful. Is there anything else you'd like to share about this experience before we move on?
I think that's all I need to share at this time.
Thank you so much.
And this is Shinaba taking a day.
All right.